about to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna try not to cut my head off this time. Yeah, I figured that we could do a little chit chat this week. Sorry about last week. A family member of mine, I posted about it on Instagram. If you don't follow me, it's at Miss Jenna Christine. I post updates over there when I'm not going to post. But one of my family members was in the hospital, and so I didn't really have the emotional energy to put into creating any content. Like, I was just very focused on that, and I wanted to, if I'm going to create a video, I want to be emotionally present, and I just couldn't be with that going on. So thank you guys for understanding, and yeah, but I'm back this week, and the residual of last week of not being emotionally present was also at work as well, and so I had a little bit of catch up to do for some of my assignments, and that led to me probably filming this the day that I am posting it, which is not always the most fun thing to do, so I don't want to rush this, but I also don't want to like not post a video this week, because I think that I want to stay as consistent as possible and not be missing multiple weeks in a row. I want to hold myself accountable with that. So I realized that I haven't really done a get to know you video in a while, and I thought that'd be a little fun. And since it's a beautiful morning, it's starting to get warmer again down here in North Carolina, where you can like sit outside in the morning and you don't completely freeze. It's like 40, I think, probably. And I figured that we could just chill outside and have a chat. So here we go. Alright, so we're going to do a little intro. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Jenna. I am an associate attorney here in North Carolina. I do trust and estates, which is basically like estate planning. I also do estate administration. I started doing tax work in the last couple of weeks at my new job, which is tax controversy, tax returns, and tax planning. I won't be handling those as much. I will be doing mostly the estate planning and estate administration side of things on the firm, but overall I'm very excited. And yeah, so I was going to post a question box and completely forgot to. So I looked up a bunch of random questions, and now that I have my fancy camera, I can just randomly look up them. Hang on. One of the questions is, what makes you proud? I think honestly, graduating from law school, and it's not just because it's law school. When I was a kid, I used to watch Legally Blonde, and if you don't know what that movie is, it's about a quote-unquote stereotypical blonde girl going to Harvard Law to follow a boy who dumped her and broke her heart, and trying to win him back. And like throughout the movie, she realizes that she doesn't really need him, and that she should be doing this for herself. And I'm not gonna ruin the ending for you if you haven't seen it, but if you have, you know how the ending goes. But watching like lawyer movies and all that stuff, I was always like, I would love to be a lawyer, but I don't think I could do it. And there was always that but. I don't think I can. Like, I'm not smart enough. I'm not logical enough. I don't know. I thought I was too creative minded for it. Like, I didn't think I had the brain to be a lawyer. Now, of course, I think that's silly because I'm an attorney now. But I think that that's the thing that I'm most proud of, is I did something that my entire life I thought I wouldn't be able to ever do, and that is huge. Okay, here's a more basic question. Would you rather live in the city or the country? Country, definitely. I'm engaged right now, which I didn't say earlier, and my fiance and I are actually currently looking at houses, which fingers crossed goes well, and maybe we'll give you a house tour at some point in the future. Or I'll give you a house tour if he doesn't like the camera. But we are actually looking for multiple acres. Our dream house would be on like 30 acres with a mini farm of having our own cows and goats, chickens, so we can have our own eggs. I want to have a garden, like a vegetable garden, so I can have our fresh veggies. Beer or wine? It depends on my mood. If it's just a normal night, I've actually used to be wine, but I've switched to beer. I drink Coronas a lot, and what else do I drink? Mainly Coronas and Blue Moons. Those are like the ones that are safe. I have to be really careful with beer because if I drink something that's too hoppy, it can trigger a migraine. With wines, I drink Rieslings. We have one that Nick and I drink that is the perfect balance of a dry and mix. I'll post a picture here if I remember to. This is the perfect date wine, guys. Like, this is it. If you can't decide if you're dating someone or if you're best friends with anyone that likes dry wine and you like sweet wine, this is the perfect balance. It's a white, but it's like, I love sweet wine, or not super sweet, but like I like sweeter wine. Nick likes drier wine. This is the perfect balance. Nick found it when he was working at a liquor store back in college, and he told me, and I was like, I don't trust that. And no, he was right. Again, he's usually right, but he was right. Who knows you best? Probably Nick. Yeah, Nick. Definitely Nick. We've just had a lot of heart-to-hearts. He's probably seen me at my lowest. He's helped me at my lowest, definitely, with law school. I hit some very low points. And he's helped me, like, where I've, like, uncontrollably been sobbing. And he's just helped me. So, he's seen every side of me. He's seen me graduate from law school, which was, as I said, one of the proudest moments of my life. He saw me the day that I passed the bar, when I found out, when I like looked right after I took my shower, and I literally like was in a towel, sprinted out. I was gonna do a video for it. Like, I had a whole plan, and I saw the email from them, and it was like, oh, message from them. The thing is, they've been delaying our results, so I was like, oh, it's another delay. It's like, your results are in, and I had to just look. It's like getting a Band-Aid off, and I was like, I can't film a video doing this. Like, if I don't pass, like, I'm going to lose it. And I looked, and I found out I passed, and I literally sprinted out, almost like face planted, and yeah, I had to tell him. He was the first person I told. How many countries have you been to? 5, 6, 5, 6. If you count the United States, I've been born here, so I don't really count that. Canada. I snowmobiled in Canada until I was 6 or 7, I want to say. Every winter. And then I've been a few times for different school trips and stuff. Like, when you live in New York, you just kind of drive to Canada randomly. And I saw Niagara Falls for the first time when I was like 18, which was weird, but it is what it is. I've been to Spain, France, Monaco, and Monte Carlo, which I don't know if that's 2 or 1. I think those are 2 different countries. And I've been to Australia. I studied abroad there in college. 10 out of 10 recommend. And New Zealand. Well, I was studying abroad in Australia. I went to New Zealand, which, again, 10 out of 10 recommend. This is totally out of order. How many kids do you want? Preferably 3, maybe 4. Like, I've capped it probably at 4. If I have more, that's fine, but I want at least 2. Because growing up with a sibling, like, Nick and I are both one of 3. So, it's like we want our kids to have siblings. But 3 would be, for me, ideal. Because you could probably have a boy, a girl, and then who knows what the 3rd one will be, but that's the hope. Do you enjoy roller coasters? Yep. If you do, go to Cedar Point. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's in Ohio. It is amazing. That's like the roller coaster capital of America, I think. It used to be, at least. It's so much fun. Can you stop? Jaeger wants to play. Alright, so I'm gonna do probably one more question so I can go play with Jaeger. It has to be a good one, a juicy one. So what is the most embarrassing memory from school? Oh boy. I have a few. So I'll do one from, was it middle school or high school? Because we didn't really have a middle school, we had like a junior high, and I can't remember if I was in 8th grade or 9th grade. So it was around 8th grade or 9th grade, I want to say. And I was singing the national anthem like I always did for my dad's senior night. It was Under the Lights game. Almost everybody in school, I feel like, was there. I forgot the words. And like, literally I like started singing and I got to one point and I just like looked over and I was like, I forgot the words. And I love my community because they started singing and like helped me get back to where I was supposed to be. But that moment was mortifying. It was awful. That was so embarrassing. The thing is about embarrassment is if you allow yourself to feel, it's like a thing that you can feel, and it's your own feeling. It's not something that somebody else can be like, oh, that was so embarrassing. It's like, no, that's if I'm feeling like it's embarrassing, that's my choice. But if I'm acting in a way and I'm not embarrassed, then you can't say that I should be embarrassed because it's my choice. And so that's something I realized about it. So it's not necessarily, at the time it was my most embarrassing moment, but looking back I learned a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna end there because this video is already 26 minutes and I gotta edit it before 1 o'clock and it is 8:50. So I will see you guys back here next week for a new video. My uploading schedule, I was supposed to do the first day of my Raleigh series, which I will do probably in March now. I'm trying to figure out the logistics of asking places if I can film in their restaurants. It makes me a little nerve-wracking to do that, but I'll figure it out. Alright, I will see you guys here next week. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram at MissJennaChristine_, and I will see you guys back here with another one. Alright, I love you. Bye.